Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Auscast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Auscast.
Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, good day.
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah. G'day. G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah.
Day.
Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
good day.
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah. G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah G'day, the complete guide to Australia, where we traverse this vast and big land.
It's vast and it's big.
It is dry, but it's also hot.
Yes, these are facts. This is science.
This is just
This is what they taught us in science at school.
This is how every TV show on the ABC opens. With this, it's a speech that we all know so well.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking hell, it's hot today, isn't it? That's how it opens.
It's hot and it's vast. Tim,
Yep.
I like chocolate.
We all like chocolate, except some people who don't like chocolate.
Those people...
So not everyone.
They remind me of a young me. I wasn't much into chocolate in my early days.
Okay.
But, I matured. My taste matured.
Sure.
I do like chocolate. I like chocolate drinks as well.
Chocolate drinks.
Yes.
Like a drink of chocolate.
Yes, like a drink chocolate, as we call them in Australia.
Right.
But there's one in particular that everybody likes. Whether you like chocolate or not, you like this. Because I guess it's not. Is it chocolate? Is it technically chocolate? We'll find out.
Yes. Sort of ish.
But everyone likes it, and it's the sweet version of Vegemite. It's in every cupboard.
Yeah. It inspires our nation's youth to go and go and go and go.
And then when you're done going, you go some more.
Yeah.
Tim, we're talking, obviously, everyone's already picked up on our amazing clues that we've dropped.
We've dropped the clues.
We're
pick
talking
'em up.
about Milo.
Milo.
The green drink. Well, the can is green. The drink itself is not green.
That's cooler. You're thinking about Coddy's cordial cooler. That's green, and
That
does keep kids going.
That's not this week.
But that's not this week,
yeah. Milo, the chocolate malt powder.
Yes, sir.
It's literally in everyone's cupboard.
Oh yeah, everybody. And we've learned it's quite prolific around the world.
It is, unless you're one of those psychopaths that has Nesquik in their cupboard.
Oh yeah, not chocolate Nesquik. I was more of a strawberry Nesquik. We don't need to go down that.
They did
path,
have
though.
yeah. It was Anyway, look, Nesquik is like what your grandma would have because she thought it was Milo.
Pretty much.
But it wasn't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tim, I want to know about Milo, and you're the man to tell me all about it.
Well, yeah, let me tell the people who don't know what Milo is, because it is quite prolific around the world, but there are some nations with which it is yet to take hold.
Third world countries, like America.
Surprisingly, actually, a lot of third world countries do have Milo. It's places like America that don't have it. So Milo is a chocolate and malt powder. Wikipedia says you mix it with hot or cold water or milk. That's where Wikipedia is wrong. If you're introducing water into the Milo mix, you're doing something drastically wrong.
Get yourself a cup of water and then throw it in the bin.
Yeah, you've used that water to wash the glass. Now fill it with milk.
Yeah.
We're not using. Don't bother with the fucking water. Popular mainly in Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Thailand, and South Africa.
Wow.
It's produced by Nestle.
Yes.
Little plug for Nestle here today. Hopefully Nestle will give us a little plug.
It's not a little plug, it's a huge plug. We're doing an entire episode based on one of their products.
It's true, but it's not like their product isn't known. So although it is popular around the world, it was actually developed by a gentleman by the name of Thomas Main in Sydney, Australia in 1934. So Thomas actually created this stuff. He launched it at the Sydney Royal Easter Show in 1934.
If you're going to launch a malt chocolate drink, where else are you going to do it?
Exactly. The Sydney Royal Easter Show is an institution.
It's where the world found out about corn on the cob, chips on a stick.
It's where I go
Corn
to
on a
watch
stick.
the woodcutting while eating a large turkey leg. That's the kind of place you're talking about.
It's where turkey legs were invented.
Yeah. Now, from then on, it started production at a plant in Smithtown, which is near Kempsey, up in my neck of the woods.
Kempsey.
Kempsey's about an hour south of Coffs.
Yep.
Yeah, south of Coffs.
Milo
on the
country,
north
as
coast
they
of
call
New
it.
South Wales. The name was derived from a famous ancient athlete, Milo of Croton. I'm definitely saying that wrong. He was a Greek athlete in the 6th century.
Right.
Legendary strength, which is where they drew the name from. Here's a fun fact I learned about Thomas Main. He was a local Kew boy. He was an alumnus of Trinity Grammar School here in Kew.
I did see that as well, and I was going to use that as my fun little tip
I've
for you. But
definitely ruined
I'll
your
get fucked.
ruined your preparation, haven't I?
He was, and also he was known for Thomas Main was known for his insane strength in Greek mythology as well.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Boy howdy, there are lots of buildings that have been torn down by the hands of that man in Kew. But yeah, so like a Kew boy, which is why it smells like Milo around here all the time.
Constantly. You get used to it after a while. People come to the queue and they're like, "What's that smell?" Like, what are you talking about?
What?
So how do they make it? They actually make it a little bit differently in every country. I couldn't possibly tell you all of them because there's actually quite a large amount of countries that make it. All through Asia, a lot of Africa. It is stocked in a lot of these first world countries like Canada and the US, but it's stocked in like the Asian food section or stuff like that,
That's weird.
or African grocery stores and stuff like that. It's very unusual. So you can get it, but you just have to know where to go to get it.
Yeah. That's weird that it's stocked in, like, understandably, like I've got an article later on that's all about Milo, but it's from Singapore or something like that. But like to us, and I feel like to most people it's an Australian thing, so I guess maybe Americans don't know they've got it because they wouldn't go into the Asian supermarket or into the African supermarket.
Well, Nestle doesn't advertise it at all in the US.
Yeah.
They don't market it, so they probably are very unaware.
Get out there and find it. Ali Shant seems to be our woman on the ground.
Yeah.
She found Tim Tams. Go and find Milo.
My understanding, let me just double check this, in the US you want to be looking in, I think predominantly it's the Colombian version that they sell up there.
Oh.
So you probably want to be looking in places that sell Colombian products.
Ooh, I wonder what a Colombian Milo would taste like.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, this is what I'm talking about. We have our version of it here, and it is very similar all around the world. One of the things about Milo is it's got chocolate and stuff, but it's usually malted wheat or barley. So when you put it in, it doesn't evaporate.
It does not at all.
Evaporation is the wrong word, so it definitely doesn't evaporate.
No.
It doesn't mix in, is what I'm
Dissolve
telling you.
is the
It doesn't
word you
dissolve, yeah. Because of the barley and the wheat. So it doesn't dissolve into the milk. But even throughout the world, they actually use different things. Some of them use a different type of proto malt and all this different stuff.
Right.
And if you look at like the powder, there's
Yes.
actually a picture on Wikipedia of New Zealand versus Ghana. They're very, very different.
In
they're
colour?
made in different ways.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
That is, but obviously the Australian Milo is the OG and the best.
Of course. And so many vitamins.
Oh, there's vitamin B,
Yeah,
B1,
what's-
B2,
the list is here
B3,
somewhere.
B12,
Yeah.
C,
Just too many. I'd say too many vitamins.
D and a half.
Yep.
You're trying to find the list.
I am trying to find. Here it is. Milo website states the drink is high in calcium, iron, and the vitamins B1, B2, B6, B12.
Right.
So that's good.
You missed out on the rest of the alphabet there.
And theobromine? I don't know what that is.
Oh, theobromine.
Yeah.
That gives you...
But, yeah. All around the world, but mostly in Australia, it's advertised as an energy drink. Sort
but
of.
No, yeah. Not
It's like a sporting, not an energy drink, but like it's associated with sport.
It's like a kid's protein shake.
Yeah.
I've had friends before that have needed to put on weight and stuff like that, and they've usually had either a mixture of Milo and protein, or they've like had Milo and stuff.
Well, it's just straight up carbohydrates. It's
Yeah.
sugar and wheat. Like,
Yeah.
So-
It's like, I would say more of a protein shake rather than an
Yeah.
energy drink. But it is advertised as a sporting drink. Like Milo are sponsors of the Australian cricket team. Well, they used to be. Now
like
it's
Wheat
KFC.
Bix. It's just associated like whatever sporting season it currently is.
Yeah.
Those are the kinds of pictures that you're most likely going to be seeing on the Milo tins.
Yeah, it's like how many Wheat Bix do you do? It's like how many spoonfuls of Milo do you do? But
As many as possible.
well, the back of the Milo tin is a dirty liar. Although I don't. Do you want? Is there more history you need to give me before I can start?
No, that's
whinging
kind
about
of
how
it.
you make
Like
it.
that's kind of it in terms of history and the actual science of the Milo. The way they make it is like they make a syrupy thing and then they dry it out, similar to the way they make like instant coffee.
Right.
But that's it. I'm done.
Okay.
I've told you everything.
Well, let's get into the real talk, which is how you make Milo. Now, the back of the tin probably says use 1 to 2 teaspoons and then mix it into 1 cup of milk or some bullshit like that.
Good luck approaching a Milo tin with a teaspoon. It will kill you.
Yeah.
It will conquer you.
First of all, you can't get in. So Milo tins, for those playing at home, are the same as paint tins. You have to like lever it open with a screwdriver or a tablespoon or a blade of sorts. Like, for some reason, because Australia is vast and dry, we want to put stuff in.
We airlock that shit.
Yeah, we want it to be protected against a bomb blast.
Vacuum sealed.
So you got to get in there with a spoon, knife blade, all that kind of stuff. But then when you get in there,
The first time you open it, yeah.
you got to get through the aluminium shield,
Yeah.
which again requires a blade of sharpest quality.
Yeah. People probably know what we're talking about because Nesquik do the same thing on their products, I know.
Is Nesquik in America?
Yeah.
Sucked in. So
No, but here's another quick thing. In Canada, they have a version of Milo, but they altered it so it's more like Nesquik and it dissolves.
yeah,
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What you want to do? Now, I was blessed as a child, and I once got with a Milo tin a promotional spoon.
Oh.
That was a tennis racket. Obviously, but it was a spoon rather than having just it didn't just sieve it. But it was probably the size of a tablespoon, but it looked like it was bigger.
Right.
And so that was what I used to use. Now you probably want to put 2 to 3 in initially.
Yeah.
And
the bottom
at the bottom
of the glass. Yeah.
Then you pour in milk. Again, if you pour in water,
You've just wasted the Milo.
Yeah, Milo's not cheap. It's like $10 for the kilo tin. Like,
Yeah.
you're not
Some
gonna
would say that's cheap.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's to do with how much of the Milo you're eating.
The thing is, a kilo tin of Milo in an Australian household with one person will last maybe 2 weeks. More than one person, you've got about 3 days before it's gone.
Based on the suggested serving size, it's a good price. Based on what actually happens, it's not correct at all.
So 3 tablespoons, bottom of the glass, mix it in the milk. I do recommend a glass. I used to drink out of plastic cups, but I do recommend a glass of
you need to be able to see it.
Yeah, you
what's
want to
stuck
see
on
what
the
you're
bottom.
doing.
Yeah.
Got to get it from the bottom if you can. Then, because then you get the floaties. You get all the floaties at the top that just come to the top. But
Yeah.
then you want to add another 3 to 5 tablespoons
Yeah.
on top of the milk.
Yeah. And that's purely just for eating.
That's you use your spoon.
That's eating Milo.
This is a Milo is a combination of a food and a drink.
Yeah.
You need to eat it with a spoon as well as drink it. Now, I am a big fan of cold Milo. I like a cold Milo. But there are people that like hot Milo.
In the winter, maybe. I'm more of a cold Milo man myself. Yeah.
Elise has Milo quite a lot. Like, speaking of Milo, like, I think Elise has a Milo a day. Like, she likes her Milo. I probably would. I just don't know if I can have it anymore. Anyway. But if you want to have hot Milo, just whack it in the microwave. Spin it. Don't put boiling water in the milk. Don't do that. That's what school canteens do, and it's yucky.
It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
It's like when you make instant coffee with boiling water, or you could have like normal coffee made with milk.
I drink instant coffee with boiling water, and that's it.
No, but I mean like the comparison, like when you make instant coffee, say if you're going to make an instant coffee, we're going off track, but if you're going to make an instant coffee and you want to have milk in it, you're going to put boiling water in, then a dash of milk. But if you get like a coffee from a coffee shop, it's that
all
small
milk.
shot of boiling water that pushes through the coffee.
Yeah.
But then it's all hot milk.
Yeah.
And it's so much better than a dash of milk in boiling water,
Right.
I would argue,
I get you.
as a non-coffee drinker.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As someone
so,
that's never tried coffee before. Yeah, no.
And that is the primary way that we consume Milo in Australia. You drink it.
correct. But alas, there are other ways, are there not?
Alas, there are, Tim. There are. Before I look at some recipes, how have you used Milo alternatively?
A big thing in my house, and I know my sisters still do it, was the mud. So a mud is where you put 3 to 5 tablespoons in the bottom of the glass, and then you just put in a little bit of milk. And by a little bit of milk, I'm talking about a dash of milk.
A thimble.
Yeah.
Enough to moisten.
Basically, what you're wanting to do is just get that moist. You want to get a bit... You're making mud.
Yeah.
Mud out of the Milo. And then you're just going to eat that straight from the cup.
Sounds really good.
It's fucking delicious. Yeah. What else you can put it on ice cream?
Putting it on ice cream is a very simple yet effective.
Oh, the first time I ever had it, I remember I was at my godmother's house. Surprisingly old. I don't know how I hadn't come across it at this point.
Yes.
I probably would have been like 8 or 9. Hadn't happened up until that point. But it was like Jesus came down...
From the mount.
Yeah, from the mount and delivered his sermon directly unto mine eyes and ears. It was incredible, and I've never been the same since.
It's delicious. Also, what's really good is if you just have like a plate of Milo and you just like roll a banana in it and then eat a Milo banana. Or we've recently been doing the thing where you make ice cream out of bananas instead of cream and stuff. And you mix in some Milo to make it chocolate, and it's delicious. Banana and Milo go well together.
Remember when McDonald's first brought out the McFlurry?
Yes.
Milo was one of the mix-ins.
Oh, wow. I think it was.
Yeah. They did Milo, M&M. Oh, no, M&M's came No, M&M's was first.
Mini and Nerds.
Yeah, they
were
did
OG.
Nerds as well, didn't they? And Oreo.
Nerds was the
Those were like
best.
the first 4 that they came
forgot
out
they
with,
did
I think.
Milo.
Yeah.
How interesting.
I got Milo every single time.
I always got Nerds, I think. I like Nerds. And Mini M&Ms. They were a novelty for a while. So those are some ways to have Milo. Speaking of ice cream, though, Milo brought out their own ice cream.
Oh, yes. Another revelation in my childhood.
It came out when I was in primary school.
Yeah.
Late primary school, I would say. So we're in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And they brought out, what do they call it?
The Scoop Shake.
The Scoop Shake.
Yeah.
So think of a thick shake made with Milo, frozen.
Yeah.
And you've got yourself a Scoop Shake.
It was fucking brilliant.
And with like hard bits of chocolate throughout it.
Yeah,
So you've
I
got some
want one
crunch.
so bad now.
And when they first came out, they came out with a little blue shovel.
Yeah.
That was what you ate it with.
The crappy little spoon that they gave you, yeah.
But the thing is that was one of those things that, like, if you went to the servo, they had like a thing of those, or if you were at the canteen, they had a thing of those. And if they were out of them, you had to eat it with a normal spoon. And then at that point, you may as well just throw it in the bin.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the bin.
Just don't.
The novelty's gone.
Don't bother.
Milo Scoop Shakes are delicious.
I remember Nesquik actually came out with a similar product not long after Milo did it because the Milo Scoop Shakes were such a massive success and nobody was interested.
No. You can also get Milo Scoop Shake ice cream now, but in like a stick form, and it's got the hard chocolate on the outside, so it's more like a Magnum with Milo inside. Other products they've brought out, Milo cereal.
Milo cereal.
Also quite good. Not great.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's weird, like, it's got a weird crunchy consistency to it that I'm not 100% sure what it is.
I don't think
but it's fine.
I don't think it tastes enough like Milo.
Yeah.
It tastes more like a Cocoa Pop or a Cocoa Bomb. It tastes a lot like a Cocoa Bomb.
That's true.
So yeah, they've got the Milo cereal. We've got Milo. They have Milo bars, muesli bars.
Yeah, those were kind of like the Milo cereal, though, put into a muesli bar, weren't they? Yeah.
And again, as we've talked about before on this show, we use muesli bars loosely to describe any kind of bar form treat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like the Milo cereal with like, and the layer on the bottom was like milk.
White chocolatey, yogurty sort of
So
stuff. Yeah.
Again, not the best, not bad though.
I did eat a lot of them.
Not as good as a Nutri-Grain bar.
Yeah.
Oof, boy howdy. So they did try to make their own things, but basically anything that you could put chocolate or malt in, you can whack Milo.
They had a go at it, yeah.
The list that I have is 20 recipes. Now, this comes from the Smart Local Singapore. So, as I said, this is from a non-Australian source, but...
The Singaporeans are getting crazy with our Milo.
They are. Well, it's probably their Milo. But I will go for this. So, you can make homemade Milo ice cream. That sounds delicious.
Yes.
French chocolate macaron with Milo filling.
I'm into it. I'm loving it.
Sounds also delicious. Here's one I'm not a fan of. Milo milk trifle. Just because trifle's far.
I love trifle.
So you can get down on that. You old man.
Hard into that.
Also, it's so hard to make. It's got all those different parts to it. This one's so beautiful that I nearly cried when I read it. Homemade Milo marshmallows. I don't know.
It'd be chocolatey and malty, and I feel like it wouldn't be 100% like a normal marshmallow. There'd be a little bit more stick to it. Do you know what I'm saying?
So you basically make a marshmallow, and you put some Milo in it, but then you coat that in Milo.
Yep, I'm there.
It's great.
I'll
Although
be
this
there in 2 hours to pick it up.
horrible website that we have has said Milo powder or Ovaltine. Don't you? How?
They're not
how
the same
dare
thing.
you?
Ovaltine has more malt in it
How dare you?
than Milo does. It's
Milo,
a valuable product. We won't diss Ovaltine. I
Don't
do
diss
love
Ovaltine.
Ovaltine in its place.
Yeah. Which is at the bottom of the list. Milo slice, which just seems to be some kind of slice where you just throw Milo in as well. Milo brownies, I'm on board.
Yeah, I could get behind that. Absolutely.
This right here sounds like the kind of thing that people would scream about. Milo cake with condensed milk icing and Milo ganache.
I still don't understand what condensed milk is 100%, but yes.
No one's told us yet. We had that episode where we don't know what it is. No one's told us.
100% I would be into a Milo cake, definitely.
Milo double choc chip muffins.
Okay.
Milo balls. I believe I've had these before. It's essentially like a rum ball,
Okay.
but made with Milo. It's like a chocolate ball, but Milo instead of
I
chocolate.
could get behind that.
And again, you dust it with Milo. Milo cupcakes, that's fine. Milo mocha, that's something that Elise does a lot. Instead of like
I've had
making
that
a
before.
mocha, you just have coffee and put Milo in with it.
Yeah, I've had that before. It's quite good.
Milo porridge, I don't
No.
know. The recipe is
I think it'd be too much.
oats, low-fat milk, and Milo powder.
It's too much. I think it would be too much. Yeah.
Easy fried Milo French toast. I'm
What?
back on board.
Yeah,
I'm back
what?
on board with this.
How does one make this?
I don't know.
I'm into that 100%.
A DIY Milo bar, which looks... The inside of it looks... So we haven't actually put out the official warning. There is one thing that is very dangerous to do with Milo, and that's to eat it dry. It will get into your lungs.
It's fun. It tastes delicious dry, but
It's
you
so
have
good.
to regulate your breathing.
Yes. you have to
have to-
learn circular breathing.
You have to regulate your breathing because you will, as Elise so eloquently terms it, you will get clown lung.
You'll get clown lung,
Yeah.
but with Milo. You
Yeah.
get Milo. In Australia, children are put in hospital every year with Milo lung.
Yeah,
And this
we've
episode is we're donating all of the funds.
It's
to-
like cinnamon. Everyone has accidentally breathed in while they've had dry Milo in their mouth,
Yeah.
and you cough for the next fucking 2 hours.
It's like getting the black lung of Milo. It's the brown lung.
It's the tastiest way to die.
It's
honestly.
the malt lung.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of thing. Carl Barron talks about it very well.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of thing that your mum would say no to a snack or something, and you would just get a spoon and just quickly get the Milo, and then they
Yeah.
turn around and be like, "What are you eating?" And you try to be like, "Nothing," but
Yeah.
then you breathe, and then there's Milo all over the
Everywhere.
kitchen. It goes everywhere.
Yeah.
But
That's a universal thing we can talk about and say is everyone eats Milo
yes,
directly from the can,
yes,
but nobody does it in front of each other.
no.
It's like Australia's open secret.
It's our worst kept secret.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a
did.
particular story about that?
I mean, I've been caught myself a couple of times. I've caught my sisters. The best time anyone in my family was ever caught. I don't know if I think it was my sister went out. My dad always stayed up quite late watching television, and he didn't sleep a lot. One of these people that doesn't need a lot of sleep.
Yep.
Anyway, so my sister went down the hall to get a drink or something to get to the kitchen, and caught Dad eating Milo directly out of the can. He's got it in his mouth. He just starts laughing because he's been caught. Because it's one of those moments as a parent where it's like, don't do this,
Yeah.
but you've literally
You're
just been
doing it
caught
yourself.
doing it. So that was good old Daryl.
Classic Dazbot. Just a few more. We got 5 more. Australian Milo cheesecake with a chocolate crackle crust.
Oh, I'm so far into that you don't even know.
The combination of Milo with a chocolate crackle crust is...
The cheesecake
I
and the
can't-
Milo is
I just-
what I'm all about.
I'm just
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
Tears of joy at this
Fuck, I want that
piece of
so bad.
perfection.
I would just buy a cheesecake and sprinkle Milo all over it. Now I'm going to do that.
You could also do
sounds-
that, but come on. The chocolate crackle crust, that's where it's at.
Mm.
Chocolate whoopie pies with Milo cream filling. Don't know what that is. What a
Hmm.
whoopie pie is. Looks okay. Just looks like a Monte Carlo, but with Milo. Milo bubble bars. That's fine. That's just like a LCM with Milo. Milo nougat bars. That's something I can get behind.
Yeah, maybe.
Milo ice blocks, which is literally milk and Milo powder and then put into one of those ice block molds.
Okay. So
Again.
long as there's no water involved, then that's fine.
No, yeah, it's just milk and Milo. So it'd be like a milk and Milo, which you could probably then throw in some specks of chocolate yourself.
Yeah.
Milo biscuits, they seem good.
Yeah.
They seem fine. This website, though, I think should be taken down because the bonus recipe is make your own Milo.
Why?
Listen here, website.
Yeah.
You
Look
don't
here,
make
dickhead.
your own Milo. Milo was made by the gods for us to enjoy.
Yeah. Gee whiz.
Yeah, that's Milo. Milo's delicious.
Milo is delicious. And that bright green can.
It's eye-catching.
Yep.
And it lasts for ages. Like
And they do some pretty good advertisements. Remember that one with the girl and her mum and her mum's mum and her mum's mum's...
Mum?
The fourth mum. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
The great-grandmother, the grandmother,
I lost
the
track
mother,
of where
and
I
the
was.
daughter.
Like,
Yes.
That's correct. And like they're skipping.
Yeah.
That's where the Milo
mo-
makes you go and go and go.
Yes.
That's where that came
Yeah,
from.
there's a slogan in Milo ads. It's my mum gives me Milo to go and go and go, and my mum gives me Milo. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And the daughter's joined by her mum, who's
Yeah.
joined by her mum, who's joined by her mum. 4 generations of young
and
ladies.
the great grandmother does one jump and immediately breaks her hip. But-
Yeah.
and it's just Milo dust.
It is hilarious.
Just exudes Milo dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like, even if people don't drink it, I feel like if I was a parent, I feel like if I was at the shops, I'd just be like, oh, we need a tin of Milo. And then no one would drink it. It'd be in the cupboard for 2 years and it would slowly whittle down. And then next time at the shops, I'm like, well, we need to get more Milo.
Yeah.
You just have to always have Milo.
Yeah. Milo is legendary. I think it falls into the 3 great Australian food products.
Okay, what are they?
The marketed food products. This is what I'm talking about. Vegemite,
Yes.
Milo,
Yes.
and Wheat Bix.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's what I'm thinking. That's
You
what
don't
I'm
put
saying.
Wheat Bix up there?
Wheat Bix is an institution in this nation, and I will not hear anything against it.
I don't even
We'll do an
know.
episode on Wheat Bix one day.
I don't even know where to start with you. Wheat Bix are great. First of all, you can put Milo on your Wheat Bix.
You
if
can
need
put
to.
Milo on Wheat Bix, correct.
Milo-
Just to bring it back to the actual topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheat Bix are great, but I don't think they're in the top 3 Australian products.
Yeah, well,
Look at all the Cadbury chocolate we have.
Cadbury's not Australian.
But our Cadbury chocolate is better than the British Cadbury chocolate.
No, incorrect.
You're
We're not having this conversation right now.
That's it. End of podcast. No, so yeah, Milo is very good. If you haven't had it, you should try it. Possible, I don't know. It's not the same as Vegemite though. You don't have to start off small. Just go for it. It's chocolate and malt. Just get it.
You don't need to worry about being utterly disgusted by the taste. It's not something you acquire a taste for. It is just straight up good.
And if you're having a really bad day, what you want to do is you want to scoop out about 5 from a kilo jar. You want to scoop out 5 tablespoons, put that in a separate container, then pour a liter of milk into the
Yeah.
remainder of the Milo tin, and you just you do
Have
you.
at it.
Get a straw and just go into a coma.
If you were to put, I think, because we all know we like to eat Nutella out of the jar, if you were to put a spoon in front of someone and then put down on the left side a Milo tin and on the right side a jar of Nutella, I think most Australians would honestly have a very difficult time choosing which one they were going to attack.
I would not. I don't like Nutella, so I'm going for
I think
Milo.
Milo would probably win.
I think Milo will win because Nutella, having a spoonful of Nutella is more acceptable. And so if someone's like, you're allowed to have a spoonful of Milo, it'd be like, oh, sick. And
Yeah.
they just go for it.
Yeah.
Good on you, Milo. You've done well. We've had you for 1,000 years.
84 years.
1,084 years.
84 years.
84,000. It's been good. And as Elise said as well, because we did talk about this with Elise upstairs, because she is a bit of a Milo connoisseur. If you do cook it in the microwave, you do get a nice creme brulee-esque crust of
Yeah.
Milo on the top.
That's a fancy way to eat Milo.
It's it's what they do in restaurants in Australia. You get a schnitty, and then you get a
Yeah, if you ask for a creme brulee, that's what it is. It's actually just Milo
Stood over Milo.
from the microwave.
Here's the thing about Milo in the microwave, though. You want to cover it with one of those microwave covers, because otherwise you're going to be cleaning Milo off the microwave for the next
Oh yeah,
6
it
months.
spits that shit everywhere.
It is
Yeah.
a hard crust.
Yeah.
Tim,
Mm.
what's that sound?
I don't know.
It's Harold Holt Watch. What a song, what a sound, what a year, what a life.
Yep.
It's a Harold Holt Watch.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Tim, this week I have an electronic mail that has been delivered to me, and I'm going to read it to you
Please
right
do.
now.
Do.
Dear Tim and Leon,
Mm?
my name is Albert, and I think I've found something you may be interested in.
Okay.
The other day I was walking through the CBD in Melbourne. As I was coming up on the steps of Flinders Street, I noticed something odd. I was hit with the strongest smell of Milo.
Okay, here we go.
I assumed someone was having a delicious drink, but then I noticed a cloud of brown haze. I looked up and noticed a man doing vape tricks on the steps.
Right.
His vapor was brown and smelt like Milo.
What is this?
I don't know. For a split second, I swear that I saw Harold Holt, assumedly performing these vape tricks. But when the smoke cleared, he was gone.
Wow. First of all, Milo Vapor. That's copyrighted right now because that is a fucking brilliant idea.
Hey, tobacco companies, you want to get kids smoking?
Copyright.
I've sorted it.
Trademark, copyright. That's our idea. You cannot steal that.
Nestle.
Yep.
Anyway, good luck with the upcoming tour of Japan, Canada, Germany, and Sweden. Sounds like a logical trip around the world.
Yep, those are the places we're going. All places, interestingly enough, involved in the Second World War. Kind of together.
Are they?
Weird version.
Whoops. That's also the list of countries that are in our top kind of 10 listens. I guess we talked
love
about the
you.
war too much. Love Albert. Albert, there's a lot to unpack in that because, number one, vape tricks. They're a travesty.
Yeah.
Vaping is a travesty.
Absolutely.
I literally had a guy the other day. I was walking down the street to work, and this guy inhaled his vape and then basically looked directly at me to exhale his vape. And I was like, I don't want your strawberry cloud of shit in my face.
Yeah. People do... With vapors, for some reason, they think because it's non-harmful, in inverted commas, that they can just breathe it anywhere and it's okay if you also breathe it in.
Yeah.
Because I have accidentally secondhand breathed in a person's fucking vapor as well.
How'd that go?
And all I can think is, well, it didn't do anything because it actually doesn't affect it.
Fine, yeah.
But all I could think was, this strawberry cloud of shit was just in that guy's lungs and now it is inside of me.
Yeah.
And I'm not okay with that.
And Tim and him kissed because it was the same.
Yeah, basically.
It's vaping's yuck. Milo vaping, I'm behind it.
Honestly, that would potentially get me to buy a vape.
I feel like if you made Milo vape, you'd have to like go as genuine as possible to inhaling Milo, so you just cough for 2 hours after one vape. Just
yeah,
get
it's the clown lung without the clown lung.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'd totally actually, I would buy a vape if you could get Milo flavor.
You can get chocolate flavor, but it's not the same.
No.
There you go. Spotted Harold in a mist of brown.
He's vaping now. That's not a good sign.
Well, he needs to blend in. Tim, this brings us to the end of Jaeger Day for all time. We're done. I'm out.
For all of this time today.
Yeah,
Is that what we mean?
Not all time. What? We're going to do this for years on. Thanks as always to Teylor Smirl, T-Smell, Smelly Tea. I do apologise that you are vegan and therefore cannot enjoy Milo.
Have a nice almond milk Milo.
No, but I think Milo has milk.
I think it has some milk solids
products,
in it.
Milk solids.
That'd be interesting. I wonder if... I know some overseas do. Look into it.
Some overseas do what?
Have more milk solids than the Australian version.
Oh, some overseas do. I thought you said, I know some overseas dude, and I was like, and? What's he up to?
And a big thank you to Curtis Fernance, that's of Fern Tree Music on Facebook, for the introduction, outroduction, and Harold Holt music of this episode.
Yes.
And all your music needs. And sit down and have a good Milo with him.
Curtis would love a Milo.
Yeah.
Curtis, do you love a Milo?
He'd know his way around a good Milo.
Oh, Curtis would make a killer Milo.
Yeah.
He's got a whole process. He's basically got when you make Milo, you turn into a scientist where you have like a lab of like conical flasks of like the right amount of milk to the right amount of Milo.
100%. And you've got to think about how much do I want to eat?
Yeah. How much chocolate?
How much am I going to try and force onto this glass of milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got like a 375 ml glass, you want to fill at least 275 mils with Milo.
100%.
Thanks as always to our patrons on Patreon, www.patreon.com/JaegerDay. We did promise that we would record our bonus episode this weekend. It won't be happening because old Leon's got to fly to Sydney for personal matters.
Yes.
It's been an interesting week. So we will get it done by the end of the month, though. we'll do it on Tuesday, I think.
Yes.
For all of you that are waiting for that second bonus episode to come out. Can't tell you what it's on. Haven't thought about it yet.
Something.
Hammerhead Sharks Part 2.
Yeah. Every single episode is just going to be on Hammerhead Sharks.
Shit, can we make a podcast where every episode's about Hammerhead Sharks?
That'd be a sick podcast.
Cancel this one.
Yeah.
So thanks for our patrons. Find us at www.yeagerday.com. www.yeagerday.com. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Yeagerday Podcast. Email us at yeagerdaypodcast@gmail.com. And just have yourself a bloody good week ahead and have some Milo and enjoy yourself.
Go have a Milo.
Yeah, I haven't.
That's all I have to say.
I haven't had my Milo today, so I'm.
Go have a Milo.
I'm all out of sorts. Tim, Nestle. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah. G'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah. G'day, everyone. Catch you on the flippity flop.
Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Auscast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Auscast.
Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.